All right. Welcome back, my regular viewers, listeners, and watchers. And of course, if you happen to be here for the very first time, welcome. Before I go any further, my name is Rahul George, India's premier iHypnosis life healer coach and your personal guide. And of course, for those of you who are our regular viewers, listeners, and watchers of this pod, the iHypnosis life coaching journeys, I definitely have a special treat for you. As you know, we've been looking the length and the breadth of the country for people who are on this journey of healing and coaching, and they may be at the starting point of their journey as a healer and a coach, or maybe they've been doing this for a while. Either ways, our intention is, of course, to bring you stories of people who are doing some truly amazing work, people who are driven by passion, people who are driven by purpose. And so, with this, of course, let me ask you who's watching this to put your hands together as we all welcome in Puttaswamy, or as he likes to be called, Puttu. So, of course, Puttu, this is your cue. You can go ahead and turn on your camera, and good to have you here. Welcome aboard.
Hello, good afternoon, all of you. This is your friendly Puttaswamy, an emotion transformation and a manifestation coach. Having served the country
Excellent.
for
Hmm.
about 15 years in the
Hmm.
prestigious Indian Air Force, I came out of Air Force and
Hmm.
the journey started. Upheaval,
Hmm.
roller coaster, went here, there, bit of success, lot of failures. In the journey, I learned life is to fight, achieve something, and help others, to
Hmm.
serve the purpose of your life. So, in the
Right.
meaning, I learned what you get from the Almighty or from the universe, nothing you are getting free of cost. Whatever
Hmm.
you have done earlier, the universe returns to you manifold.
Right.
So, coming from defense background, I want to do something to the society. So I am here.
Mm. Got it. Beautiful. So thank you for setting this up for us. Of course, we will go deeper into your story, and people will get an opportunity to learn more about how you came to be doing the things that you're doing today. And you mentioned, of course, you talked about being a manifestation coach. So maybe we'll go back in time, and you briefly, of course, touched upon it about the kind of experiences that you had, which led you to what you're doing today. But maybe this is an opportunity for us to travel with you into the past. And, would you love to take us through your journey of what were you doing way, way, way before you got to this point where you're doing the things that you're doing today? So it could
Sure.
be, as you said, when you got into the forces, or it could be even before. Just take us back in time. Like, what is your story?
Of course. With pleasure. In fact, thank you so much for first of all inviting me on this platform. Journey started somewhere in 1990.
Mhm.
Having served in the Indian Air Force, I just came out as a new child coming to the society, because the life what we lead in
Mhm.
defense and the life outside defense is totally different. After coming out,
Mhm.
there was no direction. I could have taken up any government job. There was opportunity, but normally you are influenced by your friends during that age. You don't listen to anybody except your friends. My friends
Mhm.
put me into business where I was totally raw. I didn't know anything about business.
Mhm.
I tried my
Mhm.
hand in multiple businesses,
Mhm.
beaten many times, lost everything, started from scratch,
Mhm.
and time and again. So the habit is now to always try something new. When you keep on doing
Mhm.
something new, you live, you'll be young at heart because you're always on lookout for something
Right.
a new opportunity. So that's how I could get into coaching as well. So I tried my hand in many fields. Started from pharmaceuticals, then I started a mineral water industry, then went for construction. End of the day, you'll be laughing at me with all this experience. I fell
Mm,
my face down, absolutely
mm,
nil balance. And you don't
mm.
believe, I went and joined a call center with all this
Wow.
experience. With all this experience,
Mm,
totally it was blank. I didn't know what to do.
mm,
People let me down. People cheated me. Partnership did not work. Business did not work. So bottom line in life is money. If you got no
mm,
money, you got no respect. If you
mm,
got money, you get lot of godfathers to help you to grow. But if you don't have money,
mm,
sorry friends, you are nowhere. But
mm,
that never dies spirit. So that kept me going. Even now,
mm,
I am 67, but I
mm.
got the physique and the thinking of a 30 years old.
Great.
I, I don't mind traveling any length and breadth of the country or the world. That is my spirit.
Mm,
And here I am, who having failed, I said I restarted my life from a call center. The funny thing
mm,
is, when I went for the interview in the call center, the manager said, "Look, Puttu, your boss will be half your age. Will that be okay for you?"
mm,
I told them,
mm,
"Look, I come here to earn my bread. Who is on the other side of the
mm.
wall is none of my concern. My
Right.
motto will be to deliver for what you are hiring me."
Mm,
So I did
mm,
work in the call center for almost about 15 months. Totally, I was like an horse, blindfolded. I didn't know what I'm
mm,
doing.
mm,
After 15 months rigmarole, just took leave for about 15 days. Then I went back home to my wife and my children. There I realized, what the hell I am doing? Where am I? And all that my old memories cropped up. I got back to business again, started from trickle, and by God's grace,
mm.
my fourth reincarnation did not let me down. So I
Wow.
could come back and get whatever success I had. I could again rebuild on
Mm,
that. And fortunately, my wife stood by me, and my kids were good. They never troubled me. And today, here, my
mm,
both the kids, they are settled, and I am on my
mm,
own with a big mission of serving the society, golfing, and traveling.
mm.
I'd like to be a
Nice.
globetrotter, and whatever way
Mm,
possible, I would like to give back to the society. As I said earlier, whatever you
mm,
give, you get back manifold.
mm.
That is not a hearsay. That is not a
True.
blind faith. This is research very well in quantum physics. Whatever you do, it
Mm.
could be good or bad, you get back minimum sevenfold. So that should be a caution
Wow.
for the people, those who want a momentary benefit, momentary happiness. No,
Mm,
that should not happen. We should always think
mm,
long term. What I tell my students,
mm,
those who are elderly, I tell them, live life
mm,
happily and live life happily. Haste, haste, kat jaye raste. Because when you are leaving
mm.
this world, you should not die with regret.
Correct.
You should die with a smile on your
Right.
face. That's what
Mm,
I hope
true.
for. That's what I believe in. That's what I am
Mm,
living my life. So wherever possible, I got a platform wherein I guide the elders to live their second innings happily without having
mm.
any complaints about their life, about their kith
Wow.
and kin.
Mm,
You should have that attitude of gratitude.
mm,
If you can have that gratitude, God will flood you with bonuses,
mm.
whatever you ask
Right.
for. That's where the manifestation works.
Mm,
God is,
mm,
I'll tell you one funny thing. God is also like a
mm,
human being. A
mm,
small narrative, for example, a friend of you is helping you whenever you are in distress, he is helping you. But
mm.
One time he's not able to help you, you start complaining. This guy is selfish. He doesn't care
Mm.
for relations and all. God also
Mm.
same way. From your childhood, when you started going to your school, you could get a chappal, you could get a bag, you could get a slate.
Mm.
From there, from that time onwards, God is giving you, but we don't have gratitude.
Mm.
So God is also
Mm.
like us, no, he'll be loitering here and there. He'll be watching you. In case you are happy, you say, hey, I'm comfortable, man. I'm thankful to God. He's given me everything. Even that
Mm.
guy feels happy and he'll give more. Say,
Mm.
this guy is deserving. I given him so much and he's so happy. If I give him more, he'll be more
Mm.
happy. So if at all you complain to him, no, he doesn't like it. I
Mm.
given you so much and you don't have an iota of gratitude. No, you don't deserve
Mm.
it. Try to take back whatever he has given to you. A simple formula. Whatever
Mm.
you get, be thankful to God. It could be a very
Mm.
trivial issue. Celebrate it. One word, thank you, God.
Mm.
You lose nothing. It could be a
Mm.
friend, it could be a relative, it could be a colleague. Whenever you get some help, be
Mm.
thankful. Normally, when I travel abroad, I just see these foreigners for any small issue, they openly say thank you. But here in our country, we are hesitant to say that.
Mm.
So, if you can cultivate the habit of gratitude, that
Mm.
itself is a root, that's the seed of your success.
Right. So, Puttu, can you take us back a little bit in time? You mentioned the forces, then there were a couple of business ventures, and then when you kind of restructured, you said the fourth version, the fourth pivot, you worked in the call center industry for a little while. What happened between then? So I'm guessing you're talking like how long ago was your stint in the call center industry? Was that in the
So,
2000s or?
it was early 2000. I
Hmm.
came out of Air Force in 1990.
Correct.
Then, as I mentioned earlier, we ventured into some partnership business.
Correct.
Uh, I did have 3 to 4 different ventures,
Correct.
and I got cheated in different way.
Hmm.
Different venture, different way got cheated. My bank balance became zero. By then, I
Hmm.
already had 2 kids and my wife to take care of. And I was leading an independent life, which I'm doing on today. So after losing everything, a man kind of, got no support, you become blank.
Hmm.
There's the end of the road. You don't know what to do.
Right.
Then
Right.
somebody again called me. They said, you come down to Bangalore. You're so much qualified and you are an honest man.
Hmm.
Come, let us do something. They brought me to Bangalore and left me, kind of in a footpath without any support.
Hmm.
That's when just someone told me, why didn't you work in call center? I didn't know
Hmm.
anything about call center. Just walked in. They took the interview. They said, okay, we can hire you, provided you got no reservation about
Hmm.
your manager being half your age. I said, absolutely no issue. 15 months I continued, and the previous ventures, all were new to me. I
Hmm.
did some share broking, then I did a pharma, then we
Hmm.
started the industry in partnership. Then after coming, what happened when I came out of this call center, a gentleman was importing paint from US.
Hmm.
That time I was ready to do anything, of course legal.
Hmm.
I never went into
Hmm.
illegal. In fact, somebody approached me with a counterfeit note saying that, we'll give you double the amount you give. I told boss, you don't come in front of me next time because
Hmm.
that will not be good for you. That's the word I said. So this gentleman hired me. He said, we got one of the fantastic paint which is used even in the White House. Can you
Hmm.
market it for us? So that's how the journey started. I started meeting builders, talking about
Hmm.
the paint. Uh, Originally, I belong to Mysore, in fact, but
Hmm.
all these things are happening in Bangalore, call center, this marketing, everything was happening in Bangalore. I started meeting all these builders. I was fairly successful in placing this material. Even the guy,
Hmm.
who hired me, he was happy.
Hmm.
When he took a
Hmm.
liking towards me, he said, you're staying away from your family. Why don't you
Hmm.
extend this business to your place, Mysore?
Wow.
So he gave me that support, and I went back and started living with
Hmm.
my family. Then I was marketing this. It's a wonderful product, of course. Many people
Hmm.
liked it, and I was fairly successful. Then I met people there also.
Hmm.
In the mainly what happened, some people told the product is too good, but the workmanship here is not good. Why don't you take up contracting? There's one more vertical. I didn't know again ABCD of it, so jumped into it. I started doing painting contract, and I did quite a few iconic buildings in Mysore. I had a godfather, of course. Unfortunately, no more. His name is Mr. Vasant Kumar. He was like a mobile encyclopedia of Bangalore. One day he just came to me and told, by then I was already in a few clubs, in prestigious clubs in Mysore, and we were playing shuttle badminton. He said, painting and waterproofing goes hand in hand. Why did you get into waterproofing? Then, as I told,
Wow.
my mind is inquisitive. So let me say, I said, I don't mind trying it out. So he put me onto that platform. After about 6 months, I started liking waterproofing because painting, anybody can do it, the painting contractor. But when it comes to waterproofing, you are a solution provider. Many people have issues,
Right.
they would have spent in crores, but even a small trickle of water, it'll steal their happiness. So I took a
True.
liking to this, and from then, no looking back. In fact, waterproofing is the one which is giving me bread and butter. In fact, I've done few iconic
Okay.
buildings, including Sir M. Vishweshwaraya, who is a Bharat Ratna, who built the famous Brindavan Gardens, who started State Bank of Mysore, who started Bhadravati Iron and Door Mills. This is a quite famous personality. I had done the waterproofing of his residence. There, again, I got a very good testimonial from his family. Even now, I do some of the work for them. Then, well, I stuck to waterproofing, and that is taking care of me. And in the course of the journey, when I was doing waterproofing, in some of the buildings, people living in palatial bungalow, when you go there, they'll have complained about waterproofing. We call them to accompany us to the terrace to have a look at it, They tell, sorry, we can't climb, we got a knee pain. In many such cases, I saw only wife and husband, aged, elderly people living. They got everything, there's no dearth of money, there is accommodation, there is vehicle, there is driver. But one thing what I could see, they're missing that happiness. Many cases, what we do, including me, what we do, we want to give everything to our children on a platter. When they start going to the primary school, we tell them, you should be first in the class, score 100%, should never lag behind. Life is tough. If you're not competent enough, then you'll be left behind. If you study well, others will work for you. If you don't study well, you will have to work for others. All these things, we are kind of tuning our kids from the childhood itself. So what will happen when they grow up, they catch such a speed, they don't look back towards their parents. They keep hunting for a good job. Either it could be in India or it could be abroad. After going there, they're only worried about their promotions, their increments, and in due course of time, they also get married. They get married, they get kids. The priority shifts. The parents, the priority shifts to their family, their wife, their relatives, their children. So what will happen?
Right.
I've seen this in many cases. Having everything, they got nothing. So there I thought, let me do something for them, for these elderly
Right.
people. I started my academy called P Solutions Academy. And the tagline of this academy is, every problem has a solution. Then I
Wow.
started Happy Second Innings platform, wherein I wanted to help these elderly people. During this course, I also authored a book, which is available on Amazon. Age gracefully, live happily. That even youngsters can read what precautions they should take about their retirement. So whatever their parents are going through, if you don't want to go through the same thing,
Correct.
you'll have to start taking some precautions. I can narrate a story. This is a true story. When Mr. Banerjee was living alone, a newspaper guy used to daily, put the newspaper in the letterbox and go every morning. One fine day, this guy, that box is missing from there. He rang the bell. Mr. Banerjee, elderly man, aged person, he came out. This boy inquired, sir, where is the letterbox? He said, no, I removed it deliberately.
Mm.
Now onwards, you're going to ring the bell, going to deliver the newspaper to me. For this additional work, what you are doing, I'll pay you extra money every month. This boy was
Wow.
totally, dumbstruck. He said, why, sir, what happened?
Mm.
Then Mr. Banerjee removed a visiting card, gave it to this boy. Every day you ring the bell. If I take the newspaper, fine. The day I don't collect the paper from you, please call this number. This is the card of my son.
Wow.
So the day I don't collect the paper, you can think I'm no more. So you can understand the
Wow.
pain this gentleman must be going through. I'm getting goosebumps talking. So like this, I got hundreds of narratives. Here
Mm.
I'm in fact, I'm trying my best to help people one to one. And in the long run, I could
Mm.
not do justification because when I was trying to pitch it, conduct a webinar and call these elderly people to join me in this particular mission, I could
Mm.
not get enough. Now what I am doing right
Mm.
now, I learned a lot of modalities in this journey. You must be
Mm.
aware of NLP. You
Let
must
me
be
let me
aware of.
pause you there. Let me
Yes,
just
please.
pause you there, Puttu, because you've reached a very important part in your story, especially because you're talking to a very specific segment of the population, right? When did you have that realization? Because as you said, you were doing both. Um, you said painting and then waterproofing, right? And that's sort of
Yes,
been like a mainstay for you for quite a while.
yes.
If I was to timeline it, help us understand like when did you have that calling where you started to learn these modalities? Because a lot of people do not do that, whether they are people in their 30s and 40s or whether they are people in their maybe even 50s, 60s, and beyond, of course. But like typically, people don't choose this unless there's something that happens in their life. So, what was your journey like? How did you? Because as you said, from what you're saying, it's like you had found your second wind, and you were now basically, you had a stable career, a profession, and you were doing that, and it was, money was coming in. You were back in Mysore, in your home, from what I understood. But what made you start to look for these modalities? I'm sure there was a story behind that. So walk us through that.
Yes. What happened, this kind of thinking came to me from Air Force. We always want to give
Ah,
something to the society.
correct.
This was always lingering, behind the back of my
Mm,
mind. I was thinking where, how.
mm,
There was no calling. I was not getting direction. So
mm,
as I mentioned earlier, I'm always inquisitive. I keep looking for newer things. What is happening?
right,
So on social
right.
media, finding a lot of these online coaches coming and talking. Once I thought of
I'm
helping this
guessing this would
elder.
have been post COVID, right?
Yes, it's post-COVID. Otherwise, I would have been a successful coach by now. You would have
Mm,
seen me all over YouTube and all, kind of. This post-COVID,
mm.
maybe this thing, it started off in 23, if I'm not wrong. Then
Okay,
I just
okay.
joined one gentleman from where I was trying to learn how to go online.
Mm,
What is this online coaching, etc., etc. Then
mm,
first
mm,
I got admitted to, I think, NLP. It was neuro linguistic program, which
mhm, mhm,
I'm always a kind of a learner. I keep learning something.
mm,
I was never without any kind of Always I'll be taking some course. Even today, I
mm.
know 2 3 people are mentoring me even today. So
Nice.
I started off with NLP, and during course of NLP,
Mm,
I heard someone saying Ho'oponopono. That word was sounding funny.
mm.
I told, what is this Ho'oponopono? Then I got deeper into that. I, I got deeper into that. I learned that during the course of that journey,
Nice.
then the same coach, he told there is something called law of attraction, manifestation. Then
Mm.
I got into that. There again, I
Wow.
met one more person. They said there is something called EFT, emotion freedom
Mm.
technique. It's also called
Freedom.
as tapping.
Yeah,
I got into it.
correct.
Now, in
Mm.
fact, like the way I told, I did all that and stuck to waterproofing. Same way, learning all these modalities,
Mm.
somehow I liked EFT. So now what I'm
Right.
planning is
Interesting.
in order
Okay.
to fulfill my desire of helping elderly people, I'm trying to tap into the younger
Mm.
people. I just started one more platform called Wealth Gurukul. In Wealth Gurukul,
Okay.
I'm going to help the mid-level entrepreneurs. I want to just teach them
Mm.
how to shift their mind from scarcity to abundance. See, any business for that case,
Mm.
you can say
Wow.
90% of the business people, they're having shortage of money. They are running from post to
Mm.
pillar to make both the ends meet. They are doing firefighting.
Mm.
So we can't call them an entrepreneur. They are nothing
Mm.
but self-employed. Okay, in order to just run that industry or the
Mm.
organization, they are
Mm.
working day in and day out with food, without food, with sleep or without sleep, because they have to pay their employees. They have to honor their commitments.
Mm.
They don't take care of themselves. Whatever is left out, they'll take it. If they are successful, they come in the 10% bracket
Mm.
on top. Other 90%, including me, we
Right.
struggle to organize funds. But again, what we
Mm.
do,
Mm.
we go and consult one financial guy. He'll give some modalities, say out of 100 rupees, 20 you must put it for
Mm.
saving, 25 you must keep it for this, 10
Mm.
for education, 5 for traveling and all. So here
Right.
what happens,
Right.
what I do is I'm
Mm.
changing their mind how to make money.
Mm.
Always see the universe is such,
Mm.
whatever you keep repeating,
Right.
universe gives you that. Because more than your
Mm.
conscious mind, your subconscious mind is
Mm.
the one which is giving you desired results. So there I would like to help the people
Mm.
with all these modern techniques. Many people
Right.
are not aware of it. Our 150 crore population,
Mm.
even amongst the business fraternity, I don't think even 5% are aware of this. So here I would like to bring them on a common
Right.
platform, create a community of all these people having common cause. So they're using these modalities like Sudarshan Kriya, Uponopono, and EFT.
Mm.
So I would like to bring
Mm.
them on a platform where their mindset, from negativity to positivity. So they should think the
Mm.
moment they get up in the morning, I am a fighter. I am going to achieve this. I am going to get the results. And once one more thing,
Right.
kind of once you are successful, you are able to produce more successful people. If you are not successful, you are
Mm.
stuck. You are stuck, in the whirlpool. You are not able to come out of it. That's where I want to become a
Right.
ladder, or I want to become that rope, to lift them up from there, give
Mm.
them a new direction, so that the life becomes much more happier. Once one person is happy,
Right.
his family is happy, his employees are
Mm.
happy. And I
Mm.
want to spread that, these
Mm.
people. And moreover, what I am teaching is
Right.
not that very expensive, is affordable.
Mm.
And if I can bring a smile
Mm.
on anybody's face, I feel my mission is fulfilled.
Mm.
That's what I am focusing at. How long I live, I do not know. But I want to live my life
Sure.
happily. What I preach others, I'm practicing.
Mm. Nice. Nice. Awesome. That's a very, very powerful story that you shared, and the literally like the progression from, as you mentioned, from the 90s. I have a question for you, Putu, which is, what drove you to join the forces? Like, what was your motivation,
Mm. To be honest
and
with
how
you,
far back? So, two parts to the question before
see,
you answer it.
I
What,
don't want
like,
to.
what's your earliest memory where you were like, okay, I want to join the forces?
Honestly, I don't want to sugarcoat it. During my
Please.
intermediate days, I was a very good student,
Mm-hmm.
but fell into some
Mm-hmm.
bad company. I ran away from my home.
Mm.
There, I met
Mm.
somebody in Bangalore. That guy said, "Do you like to join the forces? They give free food, free accommodation, and they give salary
Wow.
as well. They give salary as well." I went again, went and stood in the queue,
Wow.
got selected, got in. So, like, during the training, our
Amazing.
trainers will tell, why did you join forces? Many people will tell, sir, I'm patriot. I want to serve the nation. It's all bullshit. People come to earn their bread. The end result, we are not bothered at
Mm.
that moment. But once you join that forces, once you start wearing uniform, then you start developing that
Mm.
patriotism, because you are
Right.
attuned to that particular atmosphere. You keep reading
Mm.
the stories of all the people, those who sacrificed their life, and you are not scared of
True.
dying that moment. You are there in the middle. You are there
Mm.
along with the group, along with the troop. There, you are not worried about death. That's the call. That's the call. You take it with
Mm.
grace, you know. And I have seen that
Mm.
because when during Operation Boost Blue Star during my time, fortunately, unfortunately, I was in
Mm.
the Air Force from 1975 to 1990. No war took place
Mm.
except for the Operation
Right.
Blue Star. So those days when I was in Delhi, you know, this you must have heard of transistor bomb. People there were left, right,
Mm.
center. The bombardment was happening. Even sitting in a bus or sitting
Mm.
in a theater, we used to normally look underneath the chair. That was the kind of scare where
Mm.
we were scared that much.
Mm.
But fortunately, things have changed now, and I mean, I'm living my life, enjoying my life, and God has given me
Mm.
enough strength, stamina, thinking. I'm perfectly all right, and
Beautiful.
I am
Mm.
hopeful that kind of I'm going to deliver what I've decided to.
Beautiful. Beautiful. So I have a different question for you now, Putu. Now that you're here and you've lived this life, a full life, you've done many things. From what it sounds like, you've traveled a lot, and you mentioned you love golf as well. So, and I know we had one conversation before this to set up the pod. So the little that I picked up was that you're right now in the process of getting into more of the coaching, like in a more formalized way, if we can use that expression, right? So
Yeah.
if someone, for some people who are watching this, and maybe somebody who is elderly, maybe somebody who is, I won't even use those expressions, like somebody who's like, yeah, I feel Putu can guide me, right? Maybe they're in their 50s, maybe they're in their 60s, maybe even in their 70s, and they're like, I like what Putu has because I don't have it, right? So if we were to sort of be like that expression or be the fly on the wall, right? What would we see in a program or a session that you do? Like how would that play out?
See, in fact, I got two different modules.
Mm-hmm.
This EFT is such a wonderful modality. Any challenges can be addressed. This again
Mm-hmm.
is emotion. Emotion freedom. Your negative
Mm-hmm.
emotion is transformed into positive emotion, and we
Okay.
have some wonderful examples where people are struggling for ages after undergoing this
Mm-hmm.
treatment, the healing rather, I don't call treatment, this healing, they have become
Mm-hmm.
normal.
Mm-hmm.
This is a miraculous treatment. I
Right.
don't say this is 100% sure shot. Again, when you go to a doctor with an ailment, he's not giving any magical potion. So the same way here, if somebody is taking medication, we advise them to continue. Parallelly, they can attend this also. So what I am doing is one
Mm-hmm.
platform I do one-to-one. People coming with challenges where they could not
Mm-hmm.
find solution. We try to help
Right.
them out there.
Mm-hmm.
Other one is one-to-many, wherein I told you
Mm-hmm.
my Wealth Gurukul. In Wealth Gurukul, again, I have
Mm-hmm.
three levels. First will be the Money Gurukul, wherein we change their scarcity mindset to abundance. Second one will
Mm-hmm.
be Wealth Gurukul, wherein the money what they have made, how they can multiply, how they can grow. The third one would be, after
Right.
you made enough of it, how to find abundance in your life. It may not be only money. See,
Right.
in your lifetime, any challenges you find, they fall under four categories. It could be health,
Mm-hmm.
it could be wealth, relationship, or money or career. Only this.
Mm-hmm.
So, when you say once it comes to this abundance platform, we'll try to guide you through all these four different
Mm-hmm.
platforms so that you can live your life
Mm-hmm.
with more comfort. And one more biggest
Right.
takeaway if they come to me is if they don't have any purpose in life, we'll try to find out something for
Mm-hmm.
them so that when they wake up in the morning, there is something to look for. If you got no purpose, what will you do?
Mm-hmm.
What will be the difference between the animals
Correct.
and the human being? So it should be when you get up in the morning,
Mm,
you should know exactly what you are supposed to do, where you are supposed to go, which way you are going
right.
to impact the society.
Mm,
That's what should be the ultimate intention of any person.
mm, mm, right. Beautiful. Question for you, Puttu, when you mentioned about working with people in their 60s and 70s. Um, are you looking to do only one-to-one work, or do you have like a group program for them as well?
No, in fact, as I mentioned earlier, I already authored a book. I want
Mm-hmm.
them to go through that. And
Mm-hmm.
we do conduct
Mm,
one-to-many program, It's called Happy Second Innings. So we also call it as the
nice.
golden age, golden
Mm,
period of all these people. You want to really make it,
mm,
golden. Some fine tuning is required.
mm,
See, whatever your experience you
sure.
got throughout your life, from your child till say 70 or 75.
Mm,
So you need to fine tune it. As I told, no, say
mm,
for example, if you are having both the legs and both the eyes, you are kind of, you are blessed. There are many people are not able to walk in old age.
mm,
So many people are not able to see.
correct.
Many people do not have shelter. Many people are not getting 2 square
Mm,
meals. So you should have that gratitude, Instead of complaining, my son left
true.
me. Fair enough, you got a son. Many people don't have son also. My daughter-in-law cheated me. Fair enough. You got daughter-in-law, that's why she cheated you. But why do you feel you're cheated? You are able to talk, you are able to walk, you are
Mm,
able to meet friends. You do something, whatever you are good at. If you are a mathematics professor, go and teach in some school free of cost. You got nothing to do. Become a kind
mm,
of caretaker in a temple. Go to some
wow.
old age home. Help them. Or if at all during
Mm,
your
mm,
course of your life when you're busy, you wanted to learn violin, learn now. You want to play guitar, learn it
mm,
now. So once you get a purpose,
wow.
life becomes more meaningful. That too, if you
Mm,
are giving to the
true.
society back, that become much more valuable. So
Right.
you'll not have that regret.
Yeah.
That's what my mission is.
Mm,
Live life happily and live life happily. When you're leaving this life, you should have that satisfaction. Yes, I've done something for the society.
mm,
Till you're
mm,
60, you're working for your family. After you're retired, work for the society. Teach some children,
mm,
poor children. Give them tuition. Collect
mm,
some cloths. Give it to the people, those who are destitutes. Open a small place.
mm,
There are a lot many social organizations like Rotary, Lions, JC. Join hands with them.
mm,
Do something for the society. See, the best
right.
blessing you can get is when you donate something to somebody, when they bless you back, that is the best blessing you can get. Nothing else. Even going to temple, you may not get that blessing. When you see the satisfaction in
Mm,
the eyes of the person who has taken some help from you, that's it. That is the
mhm.
pinnacle of satisfaction, I can say.
Wow. Beautiful. I love those words, Puttu, and this is what we were talking about when we began, that there's always an intention behind this podcast, not only to serve as a way to inspire healers, coaches, and people, of course, who are on the journey of healing, people who are on the journey of self-growth, but also that, when people are watching this, they now have a deeper connection with you and they are moved by your message. So thank you for sharing from your heart and sharing so freely. Uh, as we slowly start to wrap up, I always make it a point to like today we have recorded more than 60 podcasts, and I
Mhm.
missed this for the first, I think, maybe 20, 25 of them. It didn't fully land, but now I make it a point to ask every guest this very important question, which is, walk us through the journey of your mentors, meaning that you would have met and had many mentors along the way. You even mentioned that, even now you're learning, so you have different mentors who have come into your life and have made an impact on you. A reason why I ask you this is because sometimes just hearing a name, it's like you're putting it out in the universe. And for people who are looking, you never know that maybe a few years from now they may meet you somewhere and they say, Puttu, I don't know, we've never met. I don't you don't know me, but I heard what you said about so and so, this mentor who came into your life and made a difference in your life as well. And I went on to study more about this mentor, and that mentor has made a difference in my life as well. So this is literally like when you talk about gratitude, this is an opportunity to ring that bell and send out those waves of love into the world. So I'd love for you to share your journey of mentors. Mm, 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 mm. Correct. Mm, 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 mm. Right. Mm, 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 mm. Nice. Mm, mm. Right. Mm, 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 mm. Nice. Beautiful. Mm, yeah. Mm, nice. Mm, 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 mm. Yeah. Nice. Mm, 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 mm. Correct. Mm, 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 mm. Right. Mm, right. Mm, 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 mm. Mm. Right. Mm. Yeah. Mm. Beautiful. So, Puttu, one final question, of course, and this is again something that I recently came across, and it's a very powerful question. Um, is there any question that you would have wanted me to ask you that I haven't yet on this pod? Please go ahead. Mm. Sure. Mm. 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 mm, 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 mm. Right. Right. Mm. So what is the answer to your question? Mm. Mm. Beautiful. Mm. Yeah. 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 Mm. Mm. Correct. Mm. Mm. Nice. Beautiful. Thank you for answering that. And I can definitely say a couple of things, of course. We've got some of your links, so they will be shared. And for those of you who have stuck around and you're at this point listening to Putu share his life story, his passion, his purpose, his mission, and so much more. Um, the links are so that you can follow him on social media, and go along with him on the journey. If you feel that Putu is the person who will help you, whether it is as you said, someone in your 30s and 40s, or if you're someone older and you're looking to have that support. I know Putu is here giving his all to make that happen. So, wishing you, of course, Putu, the very best on your journey. And as they say, picture to abhi baki hai. So, there's a lot more valleys and hills to be traversed. So, I can definitely say, wishing you the very best on your journey. And of course, for those of you who are watching this, especially if you're watching it right now, you really truly are special because you're here and you're listening to Putu and his story. So, wishing you the very best in what you are looking for in your life, and that may this story have inspired you to keep going, to keep learning, and keep growing. And as always, as I like to remind you as much as myself, and remember to live your purpose. God bless. And of course, we will be back with more pods. We do these through the week, through the month, through the year. We've crossed number 60 and we intend to keep going. And of course, it is your love, your support, your intention that fuels this podcast. So thank you so much. And once again, Putu, thank you for your time. I know you're, as you mentioned before we started, you're on your way to pick up your son, literally waiting in the car, and you've taken this uh, pod with me. So thank you for your time, your focus, your attention, and your love. Excellent, excellent. Mm, mm, wow, that's deep. That's deep, right? So thank you once again, Putu. Wish you all the best. And to those of you out there, as always, remember to live your purpose. God bless. And of course, back with more. Putu, if you can just hang on for a second. If you can just hang on for a second, I'll just close the feeds. Give me a second, Putu.